Hi, I'm Bob Lilly with Lilly Insurance and Financial Services, and today I'm excited to talk with Kathy of Dunamis Consulting.
So my husband and I are sitting at our kitchen table, and I said, I have to come up with a name for this company.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be something, not my name, Ponticus, which is hard
Right.
for many people to pronounce, but I picked a different
Including me!
I picked a different word that might sound kind of familiar, but
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize that Dunamis Consulting or Dunamis Consultants, and I'm DunamisConsultants.com,
Okay.
that there are a lot of people that use that name. And my husband said, what about something that is related to my strong belief that God is directing me to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And he's Greek, my husband's Greek,
Okay.
hence the Ponticus.
There you go. That makes
And
sense.
I said, what can we pick a Greek word?
Right.
And the Greek word dunamis means God's power and strength.
Very nice.
And I know that from God's power and strength, this whole business came into being.
Right.
So then it was DunamisConsultants.com. And
Mm.
that's where we got the Dunamis name. Now, most people know because of how powerful dynamite is.
Right.
So dunamis is the Greek original Greek word for that.
For dynamite as well?
For dynamite.
Ah,
So,
there
and
you
of
go.
course, you know.
Yes. Now I want to mention another thing before we wrap this up.
Okay, sure.
When we were talking ahead of time, you said you also will employ service animals.
Not necessarily employ. I will connect parents or advocate for parents that have students that possibly have a service animal, or
Mm-hmm.
they want to find a service animal for their child. People may have heard of children that are on the autism spectrum that have a service animal. That service animal helps them with their anxiety, helps them so that when they are in a class and they are required to do something that causes them a lot of stress, the service animal will be there to be a calming effect so that they can be more effectively deal with the tasks that they're being expected to perform. Or if they're out in public in social situations, will that particular animal help them. Mostly what I would do would be link them with service dog agencies
Okay.
based on what their goals are for having a service animal. There's also emotional support animals. For instance, in the school that I was employed, there was an agency that had a team that came in, and it was a person with that person's dog, and they would come in once or twice a month and go to different classes, and the kids would get on the floor and read to the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is very therapeutic for a lot of children.
Yes.
Now I'm finding that schools are open to that, and when I meet at a school, I will say something about a service dog or an emotional support animal, and some schools are saying now, oh, well, we have one matched with a speech and language therapist, and that dog comes every day with a speech and language therapist to help with language therapy, help facilitate.
Very nice.
So it's kind of doing the connection part of that.
Right.
That arena.
Mm-hmm.
What I will also do is that I will also advise as far as home situations, how to provide some ideas for the parents to help kids at home with mobility issues or extra energy. And it might be as simple as saying, hey, the kid that really likes to bounce around, why don't you give him a bunk bed and put him up on the top bed? And that way he's climbing up and down.
He's up and down,
He's
yeah.
climbing up and down, he's climbing up and down, things like that. And then how to, make the home life less chaotic from that. Most of what I've been doing in the past 3 years is, as my business has grown, is working with parents to meet with schools through the whole IEP process.
Right.
And then if it's something that I feel as an advocate is beyond my expertise, then I would refer them on to other agencies.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I think, and just to wrap this kind of
Okay,
all up,
sure.
what I really like that I'm hearing is when you first start off and your child is young and you realize you need some services, but you don't know what they are. We have you as an advocate.
Right.
That is a guide to help me as a parent, because we all want what's best for our children.
Right.
But as the child progresses, you're making sure the torch gets passed on
Right.
to each level of education, to where it finally gets passed to the child himself, who is now a young adult and heading off to college. So in that sense, we've taken a situation that I don't even understand as a parent, because I've never had to deal with,
Right.
and come out with a successful
Right.
outcome by having a productive member of society who's able to perform and live on their own.
And that goes back to what we strive for with the respect and understanding equals success. I love it when I can contact a parent and say, I'm just checking in, how are things going? He's probably, in 7th or 8th grade, or
Yeah.
he's getting ready to graduate from high school. How are things happening? And for that parent to say back to me, it was wonderful, but we don't need you now.
Yes.
And then it's like, yes, that's
there
what I
you
want.
go.
We don't need you, we've got it. He's got it, we've got it, we're good.
Right, because we all want to be self-sufficient.
Right.
And do things, so you're right, that is a success story.
That's what I
Very
want.
nice. Can I get you to repeat your website one more time, as well as a phone number?
Sure. It's dunamisconsultants.com, and it's
Okay.
DUNAMIS
Okay.
consultants.com, and it's
.com.
all lowercase.
All one word.
All lowercase, and they actually can contact me through the website,
Perfect.
and then what I do is I will do a 15-minute phone consult, and I'll say, yes, I can help you, and then we go from there, or I say, no, I don't think I can help you, and I will give them other resources and go
Okay.
from that direction.
Well, perfect.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming
All right.
and doing
Well,
this.
thank
It's
you
so
for-
cool to see the businesses that are out there, and
Right.
how St. Louis is just a great area to be.
Well, you have been with me from the very beginning.
Yes.
I remember us sitting there and thinking, okay, how are we gonna get started? And even you offered to help me with my Facebook page.
There we
So,
go. Yes, that's true.
And I do have a Facebook page, so.
Do you?
yes.
Okay, so you can find you on Facebook
On
too.
Facebook as well, yes.
Look at that, we're so modern.
I know, I know. Thank you so much, it was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
This was a fun conversation.
Oh, thank you.